finally got time to get this glued up. The headstock shape on this SG. The paint has arrived. So from Northwest Guitars. We've gone with black. So in here you've got 3 tins. So nitro clear coat. That's black, I think. Oh, that one's sanding sealer, clear coat, and black. All nitro. So that's that. That was about 45 quid, I think, for 3 tins. So we've got it on the bench. First things first, we're going to shape this headstock. So I'll move the body to one side. That's how the headstock comes. So I think we're just going to make something up. So on my Les Paul kit that I did, it just kind of rounded the ends off and then did a little hump in the middle. So we're not too bothered, but if we go down there up to that point, maybe down a bit there and up to that point. Try and do it a bit more accurately, shall we? Get a ruler. Can't find my little ruler, so this big one I have to do. So let's get the middle of that first, which is 86 millimeters, so 43. The joiner's eye was good enough. We'll do that down here. 64 down there, so 32 there, and then we'll draw that centre line on. That's the middle of that, and then I think we'll go down. What should we do? Go down 15. Go down 15. We'll strike that across there. And then I think we'll go up 5. Another one at 5 mil. Another one at 10. So I'll do that. So we've got lines down. One at 5 mil, one at 10 mil, one at 15 mil. And then we'll come up with some kind of shape. If you can see, that's what I've got left with, something like that. So then we can see that. Well, I think we can maybe go round a bit. Down a bit. Back up. Or if we do it a bit more, start lower and go a bit Gibson-y. Maybe something like that. I'll round them in a bit, I think. Something like that. I'm going to move it down a bit. And then we'll do the logo in there. Let's move it down a bit closer to the pin. No, it should be alright there. Right, I think we'll go with that. So we'll go with an open book type, free drawn. Yeah, something like that. Gibson-esque. So next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that out with a coping saw. So simple joinery tool, woodworking tool, most people probably have, or you can get lying around pretty easy. And I'll just hang that over the edge of the bench. Keep it flat. Just clamp that on there, maybe. Yeah, clamp that on the edge of there. Should have got my quick grips out then. Would have been a bit easier, I think. Just clamp that one to there. Got it. Right, so that's clamped on, and then we'll just try and keep it as straight as we can. Not very straight, but can get that with a sander now. Slightly angled it back a bit, but that's alright. I think that looks okay for shape wise. So that's that, and then we'll just give it a sand, some sandpaper. And what I will do is just roll that up into a little tube. Yeah. Right, so here we go. Here's our headstock shape now. Just needs a bit of refining with sandpaper. we go. That horn's just ever so slightly rounded a bit more, so we'll just eyeball it in. There we go. Right, and then we're ready to glue this on. Just check the fit again, it's tight. I've checked the neck again against the body, so I have had the bridge on again before, so it's going to be on there. Oh, should just be right up. I know it needs the pins under it, but it should be fine. If not, we can always sink that little bit in to the body a bit. So, right, let's get this ready to glue. It's all dusty free. And then we need a couple of bits of wood. Got a bit of them here. Couple of bits of MDF, one for the back, one for on top of the fretboard, just to push that on. In fact, we can go right down in there with that, can't we? So, a bit of tight bond. Get that in there. Plenty on. And then give it a brush about. Some up the sides of that. And then what I will do is just put a bit on this. Give it something to key to. A pre-stick. Go in. Oops. Right. Have a damp rag ready, just to wipe a bit of excess off. Get that wiped off quick, and then clampy. One on. Where's the other one gone? Get that one at the back as well. Try and get more of it. I'll wang them down. back as well. And then I'll see if I can get, if there's enough room to get one more in the front. But if not, that should be plenty. Anyway, I'll get that one about there. Off we go. Have we got any more? Any more? One more. Get that one right in the middle. There. Very, very fiddly. Get on that bit there, Carl. Right, there we go, it's all clamped up. A bit of glue should be out. Not too bad. And that's that, it's all clamped up. Headstock's cut. So next thing will be leave that overnight now. Or for a couple of days probably. And then I will get back in. I'll mask all the fretboard up. And then back in the garage today. It's been a couple of days since I glued this up, so I'm just going to take off the clamps and hopefully it's all stuck. There we go, that's that off. Bit of over glue still there, but it's on there. We have one neck, one guitar glued up. So what I will do now, that is glued, is pop the bridge back in and just check it again. I'm pretty certain it should be alright. Line them right down, pop the bridge on, get our big straight edge. Sorry, you have to bear with me, camera skills are not the best. So, is the neck straight? Let's check the neck's still straight. Get the thing the right way around Joe. That's got a bit of a back bow in it. So that's flat. So I'm just going to check that across all them. Should be fine. What's the strings on? My edge is just not long enough. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. On that side, rest that on top of there. Right time what's on there. Shouldn't be far off that. Should not be far off. Like I said, we can always sink this in. So that can go down another 2mm there, if it needs to. So we'll just pop these out. Ooh. Oh, that one's hard. If you're going to use a hammer, make sure you put a piece of cement on it. So yeah, we're happy with that. Bit of glue to just sand off there. But all in all, it's gone alright. It's quite soft, this body, so it'll be alright though. And there we go, one. SG. So next step for this will be sanding, and then sanding sealer, sand it again, sanding sealer it again, and then paint it. So next job is mask up the fretboard and then get to some sanding.